Hello everyone, my name is Michael Thompson, and I'm here to tell you a story that seems more like a roller coaster ride from riches to rags. A few years ago, I was just another guy working a 9-to-5 job, dreaming of financial freedom. Little did I know, my world was about to turn upside down with a few clicks and decisions made behind the glowing screen of my computer. It all started on a mundane Wednesday evening. I was sitting in my small apartment, scrolling through news on my laptop. The term cryptocurrency kept popping up, a digital gold rush that was making ordinary people into millionaires overnight. Intrigued and a bit skeptical, I began diving into the world of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the myriad of other digital currencies swirling through the internet. With just a modest savings, I hesitantly took the plunge, investing in a few cryptocurrencies that seemed promising. It was like stepping into a new, exciting world, one where the possibilities seemed endless. I was consumed by the thrill of it, constantly checking the markets, watching as the numbers in my digital wallet grew. Then, one day, it happened. The value of my investments skyrocketed. I couldn't believe my eyes as I saw the numbers. I had made $1 million. $1 million! It felt surreal, like I was living in a dream. I imagined a life of luxury, traveling the world, living without financial worries. Little did I know this dream was about to take a drastic turn, leading me down a path I never expected. With newfound wealth at my fingertips, my life transformed overnight. I quit my mundane job, basking in the glory of my digital fortune. I indulged in luxuries I'd never imagined: expensive cars, designer clothes, lavish parties. Friends and family watched in awe as I lived what seemed like a fairy tale life. But in this world of quick riches, I lost sight of reality. My confidence turned into overconfidence. I started making riskier investments, convinced I had the Midas touch. Cryptocurrency wasn't just a market for me, it became a gambling arena where I was both the king and the fool. I poured more money into new, speculative digital currencies, dreaming of doubling or tripling my fortune. The highs were exhilarating. Watching my investments surge was like a drug, giving me a rush that I couldn't get enough of. I became a regular in crypto forums, dishing out advice as if I were a seasoned pro. People started knowing me as Crypto Mike, the guy who turned a few thousand into $1 million. But as quickly as the tide rises, it can recede. The world of cryptocurrency is notoriously volatile, and I was about to learn this the hard way. Markets began to fluctuate wildly. What I thought were minor dips soon turned into a free fall. My digital wallet, once a source of pride, became a daily reminder of my crumbling empire. In a matter of weeks, my $1 million fortune dwindled. Desperation set in. I made frantic trades trying to recover my losses, but the market was merciless. The reality of my situation began to dawn on me. I was not the master of this digital game, I was its pawn. The final blow came on a cold, gray morning. I woke up to the news that a major cryptocurrency exchange had been hacked. Panic set in as I frantically logged into my account, only to find that a significant portion of my remaining digital assets were gone. It was a catastrophic hit, one that drained the last remnants of my fortune. I sat there, staring at the screen, numb and disbelieving. The $1 million, my ticket to a life of luxury and ease, had evaporated into thin air. I was left with nothing but a trail of extravagant expenses and a mountain of debt. The irony of it all was bitter. I had become rich in a virtual world, only to be left with very real losses. The consequences of my recklessness began to unfold rapidly. I had to sell my cars, my designer clothes, even my house to pay off the debts I had accrued. Friends who had once envied my lavish lifestyle now offered looks of pity. I felt a deep sense of shame and regret, not just for the wealth I had lost, but for losing myself in the process. The hardest part was facing my family. I had assured them that I was on top of things, that my investments were sound. But now, I had to admit that their skepticism had been valid. I had gambled with our future and lost. As I sold off my possessions, I realized that I was not only shedding my material belongings, but also the illusions I had about wealth and success. The reality was harsh, but it was a necessary wake-up call. I had reached the peak of financial success only to fall back to where I started, but this time with even less. In the aftermath of my fall from grace, I found myself wandering through a world vastly different from the one I had known at the height of my success. Without the trappings of wealth, I became just another face in the crowd, trying to make ends meet. The harsh reality of my situation hit me. I was now living on the edge, often struggling to afford the basics. This journey, from a millionaire to a man on the street, was humbling. It forced me to confront the truths I had ignored, that wealth can be fleeting and true value lies not in what you own, but in who you are. I had chased after money, believing it would solve all my problems, only to find that it brought new ones. I started picking up odd jobs, anything to keep myself afloat. Each day was a challenge, but it also brought a clarity that I had lost in my pursuit of wealth. I began to appreciate the simpler things in life: a warm meal, a kind word, the beauty of a sunset. These were comforts I had overlooked when I was blinded by the glitter of gold. I also rediscovered the value of relationships. True friends, those who stood by me even in my darkest hour, became my greatest treasure. I realized that the bonds of friendship and family are stronger and more fulfilling than any digital asset. Now, as I share my story, I do so not seeking sympathy, but hoping to offer a cautionary tale. The world of cryptocurrency is a wild ride, one that can take you to incredible heights and drop you just as fast. It's a lesson in the importance of moderation, of not letting greed blind you to the risks. So, to anyone listening, dreaming of making it big in the world of digital currency, remember my story. Wealth is not just about the numbers in your bank account. It's about balance, understanding, and appreciating what you have. Learn from my mistakes and tread carefully on your financial journey.